Now, rewinding back to the original question, which was about memories. Any
Okay.
interesting memories or favorite memories you have with others? You didn't mention Young Miami.
Oh man, you bring them out. You bring the questions out. Okay. Okay. I'll set the record straight with that. I'll set just so everyone is clear. With Young Miami, I never met Young Miami, but I did meet Caresha. Okay. Um, and yes, like definitely in Florida. And I've never seen like no blogs or nothing like that. But like definitely like in the Palm Beach area, I definitely get asked questions sometimes. Like da da da, what's up with that? Da, da, da. But it's like I've never seen it on the blog, so it's like I kind of really dismissed it. But as far as me in Miami, I would say we have just a little bit of history. Not enough to make no history book. I'm not gonna lie or cap like that. But yeah, definitely we crossed paths back in the day. I'm definitely proud of her and her success, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm not just going to dibble and dabble too deep into that. But one thing I will say is I don't kiss and tell for the record, you know what I'm saying? Because that's not me. I don't kiss and tell. But, I am me at the end of the day. I don't lie on my dick either. I don't do that either. But as far as the whole, man, salute to the city girls and everything they got going on. And, that's pretty much it on that.
Well, I have some further questions, and if you don't want to answer, that's okay, but I'll still ask anyways,
Sure, sure.
because you said you don't want to go too deep. But are you able to say how you first met?
Okay. You getting deep. Okay, sure. Actually, we first met at a Plies concert. Yeah, I was at a Plies concert. And Plies did this thing. That was actually my first time seeing Plies perform, and we actually met at a Plies concert. And I'm not gonna say I don't remember her friends. She was with a few friends at the time, but yeah, we met. We exchanged numbers, and we one thing led to the next. Hmm.
And this was both as uh, concert goers. Neither of you were backstage.
Okay, I was actually, and yeah, I still have pictures. I was actually on stage with my partner at the time, J-Bo, and because he does his thing, he does his thing. He's real connected in Palm Beach, so he got me on stage with him, and that's when Plies was performing. Got to talk to him for a quick second or whatever. But I don't know where Young Miami was. I met her after the show. Just sometimes people take pictures after the club, whatever. That's how that took place.
Oh, this was a club event,
Yeah, it was a club event, yeah.
concert in a club, for lack of a
Concert in
better
a
phrase.
club, but like I say, Plaza this thing.
Do you remember what venue?
I think at the time it was off of Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, I believe. It was called, if I'm not mistaken, it was called the Box, something like that.
Now, were either of you doing music at the time?
I was definitely doing music. I believe I know she was too, but that's not what we was talking about. No, that was not what we were talking about.
Because that wasn't talked about in those days,
Hmm.
does the success of where she's at with the City Girls and how far she's gotten with it surprise you at all?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't surprise me. I'm gonna say the funny thing about that. Long story short, shortly after we met, whatever, we lost contact. Mostly because it was my fault. I had other things going on, and I think at that time, if people don't know, the Florida area is like I was living in Palm Beach, and she was from Miami, but I think she told me at the time she was staying in Fort Lauderdale. She was staying in Fort Lauderdale, and I mean, she could have just been told me. She could have been saying, I don't know. She's, you know how city girls speak. But she was staying in Fort Lauderdale, and for me, that was like a 45-minute drive. If y'all don't know, it was a 45-minute drive, and with my situation at the time, I just had a daughter too. It's like I could not. There's no way I could miss a total an hour and a half just driving. I couldn't do that. Like I couldn't have that time unaccounted for. So our communication kind of fell off. But the funny thing about it is when I got out of jail, 2016. No, it's like, yeah, 2016. But it's when I moved to Atlanta, like 2017, 18, or back to Atlanta. I heard their music, the City Girls, right? Long story short, I'm riding my car. Like I said, I went through some rough times. Definitely when you got out of jail. If y'all don't know, like when you go to jail, most people lose it all. But we talked about that. Keep going. Anyways, one day I'm riding, my car broke down. I'm in Atlanta. I asked my baby mom to pick me up to take me to the Walmart to put something in my car. I think it was starter fluid to get it going. So she picked me up with her friend and my daughters. So we riding, and I hear this. I hear one of their songs playing, and I'm listening to the music, and you know, at first I'm actually stressed about my car. I wasn't really listening to the music, but then I hear the voice. I'm like this voice sounds familiar, you know. But I didn't play off into it too much. I was listening to the words what they were saying. Okay, so I'm listening to the words they were saying, and I start snapping on my baby mom. I'm like, why are you playing this kind of music around my daughters? You know what I'm saying? They don't need to be hearing this. This is very mature music. So you know, my baby mom kind of brushed me off or whatever. But long story short, I ended up going. Oh, they told me who it was. They from Florida too. So they told, oh, these are city girls, whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I said a couple months later, just like 2017, 18, 2018. So I'm on Instagram, and one of my producers, Castro from Miami, was he was promoting their music. So like I said, I didn't know her by Young Miami. So when I'm looking at the picture, and I'm like, that's Caresha, you know. So he's promoting her music because I think he produced like 2 tracks off their first album, and like 1 track on their second album. And you know, he's promoting because he produced it, he's promoting them or whatever. So I'm looking, I'm like, that is Caresha, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, long story short, now I'm kind of dabbling. I'm like, okay, she's really doing things on a major scale, you know what I'm saying? She's doing her thing. So yeah, that's really how that played out. So it's like, honestly, we lost contact, and then when I actually started putting the pieces back together, you know, she was up through the roof, man. She was doing her thing. But at the end of the day, one thing I would say about her, you know, she hasn't changed. You know, not in a negative way, definitely. She is definitely positive energy, and she's very funny and very humorous, as y'all can see. You know, that hasn't changed. Yeah, that's all I would say about that.
Did you ever try back reaching out to her after you find out she's
Um,
in this duo and she's
I'll be honest.
creating
I
music
didn't.
and
I
things of that
didn't
nature?
try hard. I did try, but I didn't try hard. I think I shot like maybe 1 or 2 messages, you know, through social media, and then after that, I kind of just stayed in my own lane. You know what I'm saying? Did my own thing. But if I really tried, I probably could have, you know, hit up maybe my producer or I could have made some contacts. But it was like not so much time has passed. It's like I just saluted that, you know, she's stuck with the music, and not only did she stick with it, she's succeeding at it. So you know, we cross paths, but at this point, I'm just trying to do my own thing.
And when you sent those messages, were they read, unread?
Mm, the Instagram message was unread, and then the Facebook message, I probably have to check. But I want to say both of them was unread. I want to say both of them was though. So she ain't just read me and keep moving on. But you know, it is what it is.
And for viewers watching this, getting to know you for the very first time, care to share your Instagram or your Facebook?
Oh, most definitely. 615 Kirk B for my Instagram, and 615 Kirk B for my Facebook. Yeah, it's the 615 is honestly just the area code where I'm from, which is Nashville, Tennessee. They actually have a new area code now. They actually 2 area codes, but when I was born, it was only 1, and that was 615. So you know, not that you know I don't fucks with you know the 404, 561, 770. It's not that. It's not any type of loyalty. That's just when I first started making my Instagram, that's what it was. So just to, you know, make it easy for everyone, I just kept it the same.